When it comes to making a detailed simple palazzo pant, guys, this is easy. Welcome to my channel. This is Tega. If today is your first time of visiting my channel, you're welcome. And if you are a subscriber and you've been before, thank you so much for coming again. I'll be showing you in this video how to transfer the palazzo pant pattern we drafted in my previous video to a fabric. We will be cutting and sewing this pant in this video. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. So let's get into the video. For the length of the pant we're making, which is 40 inches, you will need 2.5 meters of fabric, 2.5 meters of fabric, right? And you want to place your fabric like that, depending how you want it, vertical or horizontally. As you can see the lines on the fabric, the pattern of the fabric. So you choose where you want to place yours. So I am placing the pattern here on the fabric. You want to fold your fabric into two like that. So I'll be cutting one after the other, as there is no side seam. So this pattern is going to be referred to as the right leg and the left leg because they are both the same in measurement. So you want to place the place on fold on the pattern to the fabric. Make sure it's sitting on the place of fold on the fabric. Make sure your fabric is sitting flat on the table. Any rough edges should be ironed. And you can apply pins and pin the pattern to the fabric before you cut. I've only placed a ruler on mine to keep it in place. So make sure it's sitting flat and there's no mistake made when cutting your pant, guys. So important. If you can't do it the way I am doing here, make sure you apply pin to secure the pattern to the fabric before you cut out. If you haven't watched the first video where we drafted the palazzo pant pattern, you need to watch that to fully understand how this pattern, is drafted and how we got to this point of laying it on the fabric and cutting it out. I want you to take note of this, that with this palazzo pant pattern, we haven't drafted a front pattern and a back pattern. It's all about the right leg and the left leg, as the measurements are the same. If you haven't watched my previous video on drafting this pattern, you need to watch the video. So we've only drafted one pattern and we are using it for both legs. So it's the right and the left panel we're using, not front and back. So you want to start stitching on the inseam instead of the crotch line. I prefer stitching the inseam first, right to the hemline, before going, ahead to stitch the crotch line. So you want to go ahead and stitch it down to the hemline, the inseam, guys. Just go ahead and do that before we go to the crotch line. After that is done, as you can see there, it's been stitched all the way down. So the stitches were applied on the wrong side of the fabric, and the next stage is to stitch the two panels together, the left leg and the right leg, by the crotch line. But before I do that, I'm gonna flip my fabric over, the panels over to the right side. So you want to go ahead and stitch them together. I like starting out at the midpoint, at the point of intersection that connects the front crotch to the back crotch. So once I finish stitching down the front crotch line, I'm going to go back to the point of intersection and finish up the back one as well. Your pant should look like this after, stitching down the crotch line. Look at that. So we've got the hemline to deal with now and the waistband area, you know. So what you need to do is to overlock the edges. So I'm going to do that first, then I'll stitch it down across and apply my elastic. Make sure the allowance that you've left on the waistband can accommodate the width of your elastic, otherwise it would be a problem. So check that out first, then go ahead and overlock the edges. If you've got an overlocker, yeah, you can use that. And if you haven't, just make sure you go on the setting on your sewing machine and apply the zigzag stitch. As you can see here, I've folded it a bit, like almost 1/4 inch, and I am applying my zigzag. Once that is done, you want to go ahead and fold in 1 3/4 inches. Don't forget I folded in 1/4 inch for my zigzag to make it, come out as brilliant as that. And you want to leave 3 inches unstitched like that, so you could get you can get your elastic through easily. You need to leave enough space for your elastic to get through. Yeah, and once that is done, you want to look for a safety pin. Get your safety pin and push it through. So you get your elastic through. You take your time and make sure you don't lose the other side. And once that is done, you stitch both sides of the elastic together and pull it through. Yeah, make sure you stretch it out like that. Just watch what I'm doing. And once that is done, you want to zigzag, apply zigzag stitch on your elastic like that, so it's properly secure, and close up that 3 inches, allowance, insertion allowance. So go ahead, use a sewing machine and apply that stitch. And to be honest, your pant is ready here. The band is ready. Now we're gonna go ahead and sort the hemline. Remember, for the hemline, we're taking 2 inches. I'm not gonna be overlocking the hemline like I did for the waist. I'll just fold a 1/4 in like this and fold 1 inch again and 3/4. No overlocking. So you can fold a 1/4 in like that. It's up to you. You can decide to overlock, the edges and just fold your 2 inches in. But I've gone for this method where you fold in a 1/4 and flip it over 1 inch and 3/4 and go ahead and stitch all the way around. And once that is done, your pant is ready. So watch what I'm doing, guys, and wait till the final outcome of the pant. How easy is this pant, guys? Very easy to make. You can do this in 30 minutes. Very easy and stunning. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things again from this video. I would really love to see what you've made. If you've tried this pattern out, guys, let me know. Remember to press the subscribe button and also the notification button so you get notified anytime I post a new video. Like and share with your friends. I'll see you in my next video. But till then, guys, take care of yourself and bye for now.